Hey everybody, welcome back and welcome to my wintertime project. For those of you unfamiliar with what living in the desert is like, doing anything outside in the summertime, well, I won't call it impossible, but I will call it miserable. It rarely is below 110 during the day here in the summer and doesn't often drop below 100 at night and is often up in 115, 116 in the daytime. So it is now November 12th at noon. It's noon, isn't it? 11:47, and it is right about 80 degrees and clear out. So it's time to do stuff. And as you can see, this winter, my project is my old CJ-7. And the first thing on the list was to make it so I could stand being inside of it. It stunk inside. It's been sitting for about 5 years. It stunk to high heaven inside. Everything was dirty and sticky to the touch. So I have stripped it and I have power washed the inside now twice and have stripped the dash out because I want to clean out all that non-stock wiring. I've owned this vehicle since I think I bought it when I was about 25 or 26 years old, and I'm 64 now, so I've owned this vehicle for a long time. And it's been a fun extra driver for a while. For a number of years it was my daily driver. I've replaced the engine in it once. I've swapped out the 4-speed transmission for a 5-speed out of a Mustang. I've put electric cooling fans in it. I've swapped axles. I've done a bunch of stuff to this over the years, but now it's just going to kind of get a really good cleanup and try and put it back as close to stock as I can get it, or that I want it. I'm not going to put the stock junk 4-speed back in. Here's the dash I pulled out, and you can see over the years I've punched a bunch of extra holes in it. I cut the radio hole out, and again, you got to forgive me, I can barely see the camera screen. It's so bright out. I cut the stock radio enclosure out to put, I've had a number of different radios in it. This is the one I found in it. I used to work for Honda Acura. I think I got this one for free or next to nothing. But I'll punch, and you can see the instructions here for the Holley fuel injection. The control box sits under the seat. It's a manual fuel injection. But I'm going to fill all the extra holes up in it and repaint it. And you can see I've got a bunch of the interior stuff sitting over here. Some is going to get thrown away, like this one original speaker. This is an aftermarket speaker. I think I'm going to fill the radio hole up. And you see I have a piece of sheet metal here already pre-marked. I'm going to weld the radio hole up, and I don't think I'm going to put a radio in it. What I think I'm going to do is just put a large rechargeable Bluetooth speaker someplace, and I'll just use that with my phone. I don't listen to radio and haven't for many years, so I'm not going to miss anything. A lot of stuff, like I'm going to try and refurbish this speedometer. You can see there's some strange foreign item down near the bottom, but other than that I think everything works in it, so I'm going to take it apart and try and just get it cleaned up and reused. This here is one of my problems. This is part of the aftermarket air conditioning I have in it that actually works really, really well. But the extremely stiff suspension on the CJ-7 has kind of made it, has kind of broken it, and you can see I've repaired it multiple times over the years. I was going to print some either nylon or carbon fiber patch pieces for it, but it's so broken up I think I'm just going to replace it. They're only about $75, $80, so I'm not too concerned about that. Going to have a lot of 3D printed parts in it. As you can see, it already does. My housings and my taillight lenses up front are 3D printed. You can see how badly that transparent ABS yellowed. I've got a couple of different things to try for that. I printed up a bunch of the floorboard plugs. I think it takes 16 total floorboard plugs. I printed them out of that blue TPU that I just can't seem to use all of, no matter how hard I try. I have black ABS taillight housings back here, and just as an experiment last year I put out one transparent PETG lens. I hope you can see that. I cannot see the screen at all. One transparent PETG lens there, and I think this one here over here is ASA, and I say the bodies are ABS, and I made the and I'll put links to my Jeep my Jeep video series, I made an ABS thing here with a LED strip in there for the tail light. Other than that, it's just going to be a lot of cleaning up, painting, trying to get it put back to stock. Let me go to the other side. A couple of years ago, I cut out the floorboard over here that was rusted through, and you can see, I hope you can see the weld marks where I welded in the patch panel. I didn't have a 1-inch hole to match the normal drain plugs. The only step drill I have goes up to 3/4. So I'm printing the plugs anyway, so it was just as easy to print 3 at 3/4 as it was to print the rest at 1 inch. But yeah, I just got a whole lot of cleanup and touch up and repaint to do and try and put back to stock. I want to try and get the heater controls working smoothly again. And there's going to be a lot of 3D printed stuff made. I'm going to get some carbon fiber filament I want to try for certain things, but that's what I'm doing this summer. So I'm going to bring you guys along for what I think is relevant to my channel, and I'll probably print some new ones of those too. They're pretty, not the fender flare, but those. Probably print those too. Have to probably use the carbon fiber for those. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy where we're going with this, and I'll catch you on the next one. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this. Bye for now.